Okay, hello guys. Welcome back to our IGCSE Mathematics 0580. And today's our lesson we are talking about algebraic equations. Okay, and the first part we are talking about linear and the fractional equations. Okay, so let's move into the first part about it. Okay, so first we have to understand what is a conception of or the concept of an equation. Okay, so we can say equation we have some algebraic forms inside of it, and we are solving the value of variables. Okay, example for x. So for example, like here, this is a linear equation, and you can find here is a sample, like 5x minus 4 equals to 2x plus 11, okay? So you can find there is an equal symbol in the middle, okay? So if you want to calculate the value of x, first you have to make x as a one side, okay? So maybe here is 5x minus 2x, okay? And on the left, it is 3x, okay? And on the right, you can find if you put value 4 to the right is 11 plus 4, right? So it becomes 15. Okay, the value here is x equals to 5. Okay, so we get that here, finally, we get the final answer is x equals to 5. Okay, that is it. And here we have the linear equations with brackets. Okay, you can find here the problem is solving that 3 times x minus 2 equals to 2 times x, 2x plus 5. Okay, so all of this you can first trying to expand the brackets. Okay, so first 3 times x equals to 3x. Okay, and 3 times 92 equals to 96. And 2 times 2x equals to 4x, and 2 times 10, also 2 times 5 equals to 10. Okay, so here we can start trying to make x at one side and the common number at another side. So it's 4x minus 3x equals to -6 minus 10. So it's x equals to -16. Okay, that is how we calculate and get the answer of the linear equations. Okay, that is it. Okay, and what about for fractional equations? All those things like here is for x over 3 plus x minus 1 over 4 equals to 5. So first of all, you can try to time 12 on each side. First, to convert the equations into the like the polynomials, because right here you can find because fractional number is very hard to calculate, right? Okay, so first to product 12 on each side. So you can find on the left is 12 times x over 3 is 4x, and 12 times minus 1 over 4 plus 3 times x minus 1. And 5 times 12 is 60, right? Okay, so now you can expand the equation as 4x plus 3x minus 3 equals to 60. So 7x equals to 63, right? And you can divide it by 7 at each part or each side. That is x equals to 9, right? Okay, so that is for the equations, okay? So here you can find this is how we calculate this. There's some process help you to do some problems, okay? So what about fractional equations when the algebraic form is on the denominator of the fractional numbers? Also, you can just times x plus 2 and 2x minus 1 at each side. So it's 3 times 2x minus 1, and then it equals to 4 times x plus 2. Okay, so first you can expand the equation. 3 times 2x equals to 6x, and 3 times -1 equals to -3. And then equals to 4x plus 8. Okay, that is for this. And then you can just moving the equations or moving the algebraic equation into one side. So first you can move 4x on the left side, so it's 2x. And -3 on the right side is 11, so x equals to 11 over 2, or 5.5, okay? That is for these equations. And now let's move into the next part about deliberate practice, okay? So maybe if you want to just try on yourself, you can pause the video. But if you want to follow with me, you can also listen with me and try to solve all the problems, okay? So let's move into the first problem, like here, 7x minus 12 equals to 3x plus 16. First, you can move 3x and 7x on one side. So it's 7x minus 3x, right? And then move -12 on the right side. So it's 12 plus 16, okay? So here's 4x equals to 28. And now you can divide it by 4 at the same time. So it's x equals to 7, right? This is the first equation. And on the second equation you can find here, you can first expand the brackets as 8x minus maybe 4 times 3 is 12, right? 8x minus 12, and then minus 2x, right? And 2 times 5 is 10, so 2x minus 10, right, equals to 8. So now you can just calculate it as 6x equals to 12 plus 10 equals 22, 22 plus 8 equals 30, right? So it's x equals to 5. Okay, that is the second problem. And for a third problem, you can first times 15 on the bottom side. So it's 3 times 2x minus 5 times x minus 2 equals to 15 times 2 is 30, right? So it's 6x minus 5x plus 10 equals to 30. So you can find that the value is x equal to 20, right? That is the third problem. And for the first problem, you can first do times x minus 3 and x plus 4 on the same side or on the both sides. Then it becomes 5 times x plus 4 equals to 2 times x minus 3. Okay. Now you can expand the brackets. 5x plus 20 equals to 2x minus 6, right? And you can move x on the one side and the constant number into another side. So it's 3x equals to negative 26. So it's x equals to negative 26 over 3, okay? That is the first problem. And for the last problem, you can just do times or multiplies x times x1 plus 1 at the same time. So it becomes 3 times x plus y plus 2 times x equal to 5 x plus 1. And then expand the brackets, 3x plus 3 plus 2x is equals to 5x plus 5, okay? So now you can find, maybe here is 3x and 2x, and maybe here is for 5x, okay? You can find only 3 equals to 5. So you can find this doesn't obey the rules for left side equals to the right side, right? So it means that there are no solutions for this such problems, okay? Because this doesn't obey the rules, okay? That is for these problems. I hope you can understand for total for these problems, and there's no solutions for last question, okay? So after this class, I hope you can just train yourself to do some other examples, to do some other problems, trying to make a fully understanding about the linear and fractional equations, okay? So that's for today's lesson. See you next time. Bye.